Hi everyone, this is the Canny Couple. I'm Julia, Aaron's behind the camera, and today I want to show you some really easy, cheap, gourmet candies you can make to give as a Christmas gift or to have for your own Christmas pleasures. But before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button. So, I love Christmas candy. I love Christmas. It's just a great time to enjoy the people around you and to celebrate the end of the year, as well as some other reasons. So Christmas candy can get very expensive, and you can buy a lot of really nice Christmas candy. I've done it. That could really be a lot simpler and easier if you did it at home. So I had an idea a couple days ago, and I thought I would see how it worked to make some gourmet Christmas candy out of some basic candy that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So what I have here are some marshmallow filled Santas, some crispy coin peppermint pretzels, chocolate, and some gift baggies. So all of this totaled to what, $7-ish, $8-ish. And what we're going to do is we are going to melt these to actually dip our pretzels in. I like chocolate covered pretzels. I think they're amazing. And I remember I was at an event once where they had pretzels dipped, and you paid $5 for like 3 pretzels. It was super expensive. I actually think I bought a few, and they were really, really good. And I think you can make something similar to that with a few of these candies if you melt them. So we're just going to get started here, see how they turn out. I would say probably the hardest part of this is going to be just going through everything and getting all the papers off. And I'm just going to put these into a bowl here. Now, I do not use the microwave to melt chocolate. We've had a few cases where chocolate has sparked my microwave. So we do.
It makes you wonder what's in that chocolate.
It was Hershey's.
I know.
It just sparked my microwave, so I use a double boiler. Now, I've shown you all my double boiler in the peanut butter ball recipe. If you haven't seen that, please go back and check it out, and we would also really appreciate if you would subscribe to our channel. So I'm going to show you how we do this without a double boiler. I used to do this all the time.
Yeah, I think that's the reason we bought a double boiler was because of peanut butter balls.
It was. Well, we can't because of candy, because I scared Aaron. I scared him the first year we did this. So, have all of these. I just broke them up a little bit. I can tell you, so this isn't a candy that I would eat, like with the marshmallows.
She don't like marshmallows.
I'm not terribly fond of marshmallow, but Aaron will eat this. And I only did a few of these because I have fudge I still have left to make. So, we have a lot of candy. So, I'm just going to set this on my double boiler. You're going to notice I have pots in my Instant Pot going. It's because we are cooking for dinner right now. So, that's the marshmallow chocolate. We're going to start working on the crisp chocolate. Aaron's going to love these. He loves these crispy chocolates. I'm not terribly fond of these either.
So in other words, is all this for me?
Well, you're not going to eat the peppermint bark.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
He will not eat the peppermint bark at all. But he likes crisp chocolate. He likes marshmallow chocolate. He likes all of those. So I don't make things that we're not going to eat. And I didn't know how a minty pretzel would taste. Like a mint chocolate. If you think that would be good, like the Andes mints and a chocolate dipped in that, let me know in the comments below. I don't know how mint and a pretzel would taste together. They might be really good, but I know chocolates and pretzels taste really good together. That's why I thought this idea would be great, because you kind of have it all in one. You kind of get the flavor of the marshmallow and the chocolate and the mint. It should be really good. Like I said, the hardest part of this is just taking apart your chocolate. So what do you think of these, Aaron? What do you think of this idea?
I don't know. I mean, I like those type of chocolates. You know, I like the crisp. I like the marshmallow. I don't know if I've ever really had too much pretzel dip chocolate stuff. I mean, you know, you have those ones at Christmas, you know, where I guess your mom
With the Rolos.
makes. Yes.
The
yeah, I've had
Rolo.
those.
Like you take like the little caramel filled chocolates, and you take the smaller pretzels, the little heart shaped ones, and you put the Rolo on top of it, put it in the oven. We don't make that.
Because she won't eat caramel.
I don't. Well, I would make it for you if you wanted them.
You heard that, didn't you?
If he wanted them, that's not what he wants.
I'd rather
You
have
get
peanut
one
butter balls.
thing. You get one thing. What's your choice?
Peanut butter balls. So in other words, I have to talk her into, you know, making something for you all to see.
He's silly. Okay, there's that chocolate. We'll put that on in just a few minutes. We're going to get the bark ready. See how long it takes. I'm hoping that melts. I think it will. Now, their chocolate, this chocolate's actually really good. They have a raspberry filled one of these.
It's very good.
It is very good. So I love fruit filled chocolate. It's like one of those things. And that raspberry one, when I can find it, I'll grab a couple because it is very, very good. And you could do a white chocolate too. You could really do anything for a bark. Bark's so easy. I feel like everybody underestimates how easy barks are. They're just such a good, easy, simple treat to make. We'll see how these melt. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. You have to be careful because they do get hot. And you don't want the water to hit the chocolate. So you see how it's steaming a bit. When you do this kind of a double boiler method, you have to be a bit more careful because of the steam. I'm going to set my spoon right here. It'll be okay. All right, well, we're going to let this chocolate melt, and we will come back and I will show you what we're going to do here. So we're ready to start dipping the marshmallow. The bowl's hot, as you can see. It did melt good. I did have to add a little bit of milk because I didn't think the marshmallow was getting thin enough. It was kind of clumping together. So I added a little bit of milk to it just to get it to smooth out a bit. Okay. And I didn't really think this through with this bowl, but that's okay. If you have sprinkles, you can add sprinkles to these. We don't do sprinkles in our house. I'm just going to cover these, get them nice and pretty. It actually melted. I mean, it really did. It did really nice. Aaron was worried. He didn't think it was going to melt.
Yeah, I did. But, you know.
He doubts me.
Yes.
Story of my life. If you have one that's broken, don't throw that one away. Put the broken in inside your chocolate. You could tell that this chocolate's kind of got like a pull to it. That's from the marshmallow. But I would say if you had some pretty, like those sprinkles, we just pulled out from that cookie thing for another video. If you had some pretty red or green and white or white and blue, some silver sprinkles, you could put those on here. For me, sprinkles aren't worth the extra trip. But I'm just going to cover these just till the end is really all that's there. So about an inch down at the bottom. And that's my Instapot, so. Okay. Just kind of keep it twisted because it does seem like it's holding quite a bit more chocolate than what I would normally be used to.
So like that pack, it looks like would make enough for like 5 of these.
5 or 6.
5 or 6 of these huge pretzels sticks.
Which if you're making these for a gift for somebody, you only need to give them like 2 or 3 different tops. You don't need to give them a huge amount. The goal here is you can make enough little stuff that you can give like 1 of 5 different items as like a sampler. I feel like we've learned to go overboard with the holidays. It's okay to bring it back. And if you all think my hand looks orange, it does. It's from cutting squash, so it is not because I don't wash my hands. I just have been cutting squash. It actually really did a good job melting. I'm very curious to see how it hardens up here in the next hour or two. Aaron's interested in doing the taste testing.
Oh, always interested in the taste test.
And take the spoon so we can pull it over. Try to make sure we get chocolate down. And we've had these big pretzels before. They're really good. There's really nothing wrong with them from the Dollar Tree. They're actually the best place I've ever seen to get them. So we've got the other chocolate going. It won't take it as long to melt. The crispy chocolate. See here, it's going really good. It's almost done actually. Well, this is the stuff that melts as soon as you put your fingers.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that always makes a mess.
So that's not surprising at all.
But it melts really easy. It's melting a lot better than the marshmallow. I will say that. The marshmallow, and I was 50-50 on what it would do. But if you add a little milk to it, just a little bit, doesn't need a lot, just a little bit of milk, it did really good. Like, I'm talking maybe a teaspoon. It just needs something to help that marshmallow break apart. And I didn't think to get it on video, I'm sorry. And we're gonna let this finish melting here. It should just be another minute or two and we'll be back to finish dipping these pretzels. So my crispy chocolate completely melted. I think this one took, what, 5 minutes total?
Maybe. It melted so quickly.
It melted so fast. So we're just gonna keep pulling out our rods here. This one will go a lot further because it's a much smoother chocolate. And just kind of knock off all the little bitties. You see how much faster this one's going compared to the
It went so fast I missed half of that. It sticks a lot better too.
Well, it's the marshmallow in the other.
Yeah.
But the marshmallow is what's going to make the other one taste different compared to this one. This one's going to be good. It's going to be chocolate and crunchy. But the marshmallow will make the other one stand out. I think the spoon is probably one of the easiest ways to go, unless you have like a tall something you can dip these in that you can just dip them and come back out. I mean, like maybe like a glass cup, but you wouldn't want to put that in a double boiler unless you have like a really tall metal cup or something. You have to be careful with things like that. I have broken glass by getting it hot and cold before. Maybe a mason jar. If you put the milk chocolate in the mason jar, you could dip it out. It just might be hard to clean. Kind of knock them off. You don't want to when you knock them off, be careful because these crunchies they stick because of the chocolate. You might actually knock your crunchies off. So which one of these do you think is going to be your favorite?
I think I probably like the marshmallow one the best, I would think. But
You like those marshmallow ones. You
Right.
like that candy.
Yeah, I prefer that candy over, I mean, I like the crunchy stuff, but
He gets a lot more candy at Christmas.
because I'll eat any type.
He'll eat any type. When we were dating, he told me, I don't eat sweets.
Well, I didn't go out and buy them. Now, if you provide them to me, that's a different story.
I was like, oh, he doesn't like sweet things. That's why he liked me so much.
Yeah, you see, this one here is definitely going a lot further.
A lot further, a lot faster.
Oh,
And we just lost power. So we'll be back. It was a flicker. But we do have power again, so we're going to keep going. We've got everything turned back on in the oven.
So in other words, you know, we wanted proof to show that we do lose power all the time.
We lose power. There's no reason we lost power today. The wind's not blowing. It's sunny. It's a beautiful day today.
Right,
it's warm. And this one's just going so much faster. Wow, it just goes flying through. It'll have all kinds of little treats to have. I will say for the ones that are broken, it does look like you have to put quite a bit on there to get it to cover. So just, if you're going this route, be aware. And I sell quite a bit. Like I could probably do at least the whole bag.
If you had 2 of those? Yeah.
Almost the whole bag with just this one. Just one of them.
So definitely make a lot more if you're not using marshmallow.
Yeah, the marshmallow didn't go near as far, but these are going much, much further. So if you're looking for like an easy, like this one's super easy. And I don't think these need anything added to them. I don't think they need any color. I think they're pretty. And if you can get I was looking for the cookies and cream one. The cookies and cream chocolates. I bet they would be good dipped in here too if your Dollar Tree has them. Our Dollar Trees were picked over. Pretty heavy.
Yeah.
By the time we got to them. That's the chocolate for the bark. And you can't tell these are broken. These shorter pretzels are broken. They still look really good once they're dipped. All right, well, we're going to finish this up, and then once the other chocolate's done, I will show you our peppermint bark. So it took like 3 more minutes for our chocolate to melt, our milk chocolate, and I would really prefer dark chocolate. Use what you can get. And what we are going to use is we're going to use these Redbird peppermint candies. These are the ones that are
softer.
They're not the super hard ones. They're not the blonde candy. They're like the puffed ones. So we're just going to take, my bowl's hot, so I'm going to use my towel here. I'm just going to take and pour our chocolate onto our parchment paper. I'll put water there from my, then we're going to spread it out. And bark, I don't want my bark to be super pretty. Like, I don't want it to be super smooth because you're going to break it up. That's the point of a bark, is you're going to break the chocolate up into pieces, and then you just get a nice cute little chunk when you want it. Just spread it out as far as we can. And we're going to take our peppermint here. Lay it across it. Probably did too much there. Aaron had no idea what I was doing here.
No.
I don't think he still understands what we're doing here.
I don't. Maybe I'll understand it later.
take, if you have any chocolate left over, I probably should have saved just a little bit. Take just a little bit. Put that on top of your peppermint. Get a nice little swirl there. It doesn't take very much, just enough. Give it that fancy chocolate feel. I'm like the least fancy person you're ever going to meet, so for me to say fancy or gourmet, you would look at me and laugh. Until you tried my food. I might not be fancy, but I know how to cook. And isn't that pretty? It's a much more elevated than giving somebody a candy bar for Christmas. So we're going to let these set. We'll come back and taste test for you later. So it's been about 2 hours. We put everything in the refrigerator, and as you can tell, everything's set up really nicely, except these. These are the ones with the marshmallow. They sat, but they're gooey. So I don't know if I'd do those again. They're still going to be good. They're just kind of gooey. Now the peppermint bark set up really nicely, and we're going to go ahead and break it. So now that it's set, all you do is just kind of break that into smaller chunks to where it looks really nice. Look how pretty that is. And Aaron has already told me, oops.
I ain't trying this one.
He said he's not trying this one. So that one is me.
I'm not a big pepper new. Yeah.
He's not. That's good. That's really good. I like that a lot. So I am going to switch and let Aaron try the pretzels.
Okay, gonna try these. I'm gonna try the non-gooey one first in case I get to where I can't talk. That's really good.
Better than what you thought?
Because you got that, you know, the crunch that you usually get in with the chocolate, plus the
Pretzel. Surprisingly good.
Surprisingly really good.
If you got that for Christmas, would you be happy?
I would be. Okay, let's try one of these. I don't taste the marshmallow and stuff in it, but I had to get it all in my mouth, otherwise it's going to drip down. Those are good. I think out of the two, though, I like the crunchy one better.
I thought so. It was worth a shot.
Those still be good, but I don't think they're going to set up.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are either.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's what he says. Not bad.
You don't have to worry. I'll eat mine. If you like any of this, make sure you hit the like button. Got any comments, questions, leave them below. Or send them to thecannycouple@yahoo.com. Go over and check out our link tree, which has all of our other content. And
thank you for joining the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.